Hi and welcome to proof that everybody should be making Doom maps, because this map set was written by a Stale Donut. Stale Donut on the Z Doom forums says this is his first map ever, and mentioned me in his little write-up of it, so that's really flattering. I'm really glad to inspire. Donated to send lawyers to hell, and he didn't specify a map to play, but I thought, as he's been so generous, I'll give this one a look. It's called Eskomoe, I think that's how it's intended to be pronounced, and it's going to be a beginner map that's hopefully quite comfortable. Yeah, so this is a nice little outdoor area we're starting in. Some multi-layering on here. There's going to be a passage through there I can see that I might be able to get up to later. And some plants from garden.wad, and there's going to be some textures from some extended texture sets as well. With stairs leading to something that looks like very much like a base. One thing here is that you probably want to lift the stairs off the ground as you're changing textures so that you don't get this flat seam, but it's a very minor thing. Alright. Oh, God almighty, you don't start gently, do you? Playing this with Smooth Doom once again, which I have remembered to update this time, so we'll see if we still get any error messages. Alright. Oh, I heard that, but I didn't react to it in time. Just given limited room here to dance around as I'm... oh, God almighty, I was lucky there, wasn't I? Alright, well, we'll continue with 1 point of health. See how far we can get. Generous with the shells, which is nice. I wonder if... jumping isn't disabled, but I'll decide later as to whether it's actually needed. Nice little detail on the crack there, forming a puddle with the grate on the floor. That's an interesting little detail. Oh, you're throwing things at me here, aren't you? Oh, God. Whoop! Have to get rid of those quickly before they fire too many homing missiles in my direction. Whoop! Oh, I'm getting better at this. Okay, let's get rid of those barrels before I can get myself accidentally. Oh, look at that! Did I accidentally turn on another alternative item set? But I don't know. Alright, so we've gone quite abruptly, by the way, from this... Oh, I can't get outside again. Never mind. Usually a bad idea to have points of no return like that aren't telegraphed really well, but you know, as that outside area didn't matter all that much, maybe it doesn't matter. So moving fairly quickly from stones to tech bases, which, you know, it's not unheard of, but it can be quite jarring. One of the things that you can do to improve the look of doors is... this is actually pretty unusual, because what you've done here is you've given a little jutting out sector above them, which makes sure that they don't go into the ceiling as much, which, yeah, that worked. Whoa! Nice trap! So, I was going to say you can judge how well your traps work by how well I go whoa during my videos, but honestly, having a slightly larger enemy than normal is enough to make me go whoa! Alright. Let's see, so... Yeah, that just opened there. Oh! A secret! Thank you for including that! Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice little area with some good bonuses. And there's some interesting use of... again, you know, when I mentioned don't change flats when you don't change floor height, that's not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes you want to do exactly that and have this design on the floor, the arrows kind of pointing which way to go. Alright, so we're very much in a kind of corrupted base here with hell textures existing side by side with tech textures. And we've got a nice little waterfall there, and an ammo supply cupboard. So there are all these new sprites that I didn't know about when I started. This is just a bathroom, isn't it? Or a little janitor's closet. Yeah, so I didn't know about all the sprite replacements when I started with Smooth Doom, but we'll We'll see what else we find. Looks like a room with a conveyor belt. So we'll get rid of those before we go. Yeah, that was a good idea. And we've got some textures that are going to carry me. I'm just checking to see if the floor scrolls. And it doesn't, but again, that's a really minor thing. But you can make the floor scroll. I think it's a sector property. Well, we're outside again, and I see some cacodemons approaching, so I'm going to get round here fairly quickly. There's some nice irregularities in the outside here. Whoop. It's not just a square room with a sky painted on. Oh! Couldn't evade a Revenant's Fireball. It must have followed me all the way around. Let's just resurrect here. So yeah, I do think there may be... it depends on your taste on difficulty, because I am playing this on Ultra Violence after all, but I think there may be slightly too many enemies compared to the amount of health you're getting back. Or rather, maybe slightly too many stronger enemies, because that Revenant is definitely a huge danger, especially when you're distracted by cacodemons. Again, you know, take all my advice with the... oh god. Take all my advice with the caveat that I might be completely wrong, because there's no right and wrong ways to build these maps. Ah, just what I need. Oh, I heard some teleportation happening behind me. Whoa! Yeah, you've got a lot of kind of mid-tier enemies. What's going to be down here? That's a crack that is presumably inescapable. I'm not going to test it. And again, inescapable pits. I don't usually use them in my maps, because I prefer the player not to get stuck, but they're a valid obstacle if you want to punish the player for being particularly stupid. Alright, so there's this armor, and now I'm above the room I started in. And what did I get from it? I got a yellow key. I can't remember where I picked it up, but let's make another go round. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Where did he come from? Yep. So I was going to give my usual speech. Oh god. I was going to give my usual speech on how you can make the return journey more interesting by adding some monsters, and I fully expected, as a beginner, you to not do that, and instead you added 2 Archviles. Which is kind of going a bit far in the other direction, if you ask me. I really don't have enough ammunition to deal with these threats. Oh, okay, but that was the entryway finished anyway. Yeah, possibly provide a lot more health than that. I only got 33% secrets, so there may be more health hidden in secrets. But yeah, make sure to balance the population of monsters with giving the player enough ammo to deal with them and enough health. So I would usually expect to have a rocket launcher or plasma gun to deal with the level of enemies that were up there, but again, maybe that's what you're going for. Maybe you're going for a struggle to finish the map. Alright. So we're in Underhalls now, or... oh, I love that. Is it you descended into darkness and now you're coming out of darkness down to the next map. So I thought there was only one... oh, maybe there is only one map in this set and this is just the start. It looks very much like this is just the start to a map, but I can explore what I can. And, yeah. Again, I love the detailing here. You've got these tiny little sectors. This looks like some kind of ammunition dump or something. I don't know. You've got some sector furniture. And, yeah, there you go. It's interesting what you do with the... yeah, there's... To make that a bit smoother, you can put the upper unpegged property onto that line, and you can put the lower unpegged property onto these lines, so that the door trim doesn't scroll with the door, and so that you get alignment on those textures, and you can move the door up and down as much as you like. But yeah, this was a map with a lot of variety to it as a first map. So, oh, I'll have those, thank you. So, thank you for providing us with it, and definitely hope to see more from you soon.